Plaintiff Jennifer Morris dated the defendant, and she had their first baby when she was just 16. Jennifer claims they were together for 10 years, and they now have 2 children. But after their second child was born, the defendant cheated on her with his current wife, who is with the defendant in court today. She's suing for an orthodontic bill. Defendant James Dillon denies that he cheated on Jennifer with his wife and insists that he only got together with his wife after Jennifer cheated on him. James says he's doing everything he can to be a good father, but he does not believe he owes for the bill.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Tell me what happened.
The defendant and I started dating when I was 14. He was 18. At 16, when I was 16, we had our first child. We were together for 10 years. In that 10 years, he fathered another child while we were still together. We got back together. I then cheated on him, I guess, to get back at him.
Did you have a baby?
No.
Did I didn't get him back.
Guess not.
He cheated and had a baby. Go ahead.
Then after that, we decided to get back together. We then had a second child. Then after the second child.
Was it his?
What? What did you say?
Was it his?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. No questions.
I don't want him to, if he didn't know, I wasn't going to tell him. So that's why I wanted to ask you in private.
Yes, they're both his.
Okay.
And he's well aware of that.
Go ahead.
So then after we had our second child, I then found out he was cheating on me with his wife now. So then at that point, we completely separated.
What year was that?
That's not even the case. Okay. Because I did not.
Sir, talk to me. It's what? Not the case because what?
I did not cheat on her with my wife.
Okay. With your soon-to-be wife.
Correct.
All right.
The only reason she came to be is because she cheated.
You give me some background on the relationship.
Well, pretty much what she said is all in all true. I did have another kid after a summer away from her.
Why were you away for a summer? I didn't hear that part.
Well, her and I had raised kids young, and we still wanted to be kids ourselves, so we took our separate ways.
All right, and that's when you had the child.
Correct.
I disagree with that. We were still together when he cheated on me.
All right.
When we got back together is when he found out she was pregnant.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not granted visitation. However, our 2 daughters that we have together and herself are. Whereas for
with your child.
8 years that we were together after a confrontation, she or I wasn't able to see him.
Now she can see your child, which is not hers.
Correct.
And you cannot.
Correct.
They really twisted you around.
He's never tried to see him, Your Honor.
That's not true. After her and I had split up, my wife and I were together. I had called his mother, and we had a very good conversation in regards to me getting visitation and seeing him again. But for some odd reason, she thought that I was going to step into his life and step right back out and not continue to be a father, which is not true.
What made her think that? Had you shown some type
I have no idea. No, I've been a father to all my kids, and I've been there for just about anything I can do for them.
All right, we're going to talk about the bill that you're suing him for.
We have child support order saying that he is responsible for half of all medical expenses.
Subsequent to the marriage, obviously.
We were never married. It was just when we went to court for child support for the 2 children that we have together. Mm-hmm. It's in which I have it. I do have it.
And he was ordered to pay?
It's in the
all of it, some of it, half of it?
Half of it.
Okay.
I did pay the full amount. Which I have receipt of that as well, and a copy of the check.
Let's see it.
I paid a total of $26,1250 after the reimbursement from his insurance company. And he was given the opportunity by the orthodontist to set up a payment plan for his portion. Mm-hmm. He refused to do it. He refused to give me my portion after I paid for it. So that's why we're here today.
Sir?
There in the magistrate's decision, as you can see, it states I shall pay half of any extraordinary medical expense.
No, that's not all it says.
Well, along with some other things, I provide health
the
insurance.
other things
I provide
are
health
more
insurance.
relevant. Equally divide any uncovered
Extraordinary medical expense.
That's both. Any uncovered expense, any extraordinary medical expenses of the children. That means both. You've interpreted it as one. Uncovered, comma, extraordinary medical expenses.
Okay. Is orthodontics is medical?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything where you go to a doctor and they make you bleed,
Okay.
that's medical.
Okay.
That's medical.
Understandable. Can I,
Your witnesses want to speak? Does your witness want to
Do you have
speak?
anything to say?
Well,
State your name.
my name is William Duke. This is my girlfriend. We've been together for about 2.5 years. I did want to say, he had said he tries to be a father. I'm sure he tries to be a father, but he doesn't provide, he really doesn't provide anything than the bare minimum the court
This is
provides.
to your children,
So her
Correct.
children.
not the child he had outside of.
Correct.
your-
He also has 3 other children and uses them as an excuse as to why he can't help me take
He
care
has
of our
2
girls.
with you and 3 others.
He has 2 with me, 3 with his wife now, and another one. So he has 6 total.
which I pay child support for 3 of my 6 kids.
He pays me $166 every 2 weeks for 2 children. I'm sure everybody is well aware that that's not even close to what it takes.
Go ahead.
He doesn't go any extra further as far as to participate with their sport activities. They're in cheerleading. I just paid $500 for our oldest daughter to take a trip
You
to
all
DC.
live in the same town?
Yes.
Well, I don't have a sugar mom like you got a sugar
I
daddy.
don't have a sugar daddy.
Sir, talk to me. Say it, and she'll hear you.
I personally go to work every day, earn my living.
As well as do we.
I do provide for my children what I can. I have copies of my recent pay stubs here. If you would like to see what I bring home and what I am able to provide,
All right, I'll look at them.
you take into consideration of expenses on raising 5 kids all the time.
No
And
one
then
else
7
told you to have
and then
5 kids.
6.
I have 5 kids all the time. Then I have 7 on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, and every other weekend. That's a lot of groceries.
7.
Maybe
Yes.
you should have
Have you
stopped
had
having
one
kids
since
when
you've
you
been
figured
here?
out you couldn't take
No.
care of them.
No. I apologize.
It's 6 a minute ago.
I apologize.
That's
5
be quiet,
children
man.
and
I'm
7
trying to
people.
understand.
Oh.
Maybe he's had some more since he's been here.
I'm sure there's plenty more out there that we're not aware of.
I'm talking about since we've been here. It started as
Wouldn't surprise me
it was 5
when
a
they go
minute
back
ago.
home.
There's a 5, 6, or 7, sir. How many children do you have?
I have 5 kids.
Okay, now where'd the 7 come in?
I was including myself and my wife as
Okay,
adults
as
in the household.
kids. All right.
Just in the household.
She's not a kid. Come on up. You want to speak, ma'am? State your name.
Christina Dillon.
Anything you want to tell me today?
Just that we do what we can. If we could do more for the children, we obviously would. Our kids are well taken care of and we love them very much. And he loves his kids and would do a lot more if he could. We just can't afford it.
Okay.
My low weeks.
Net pay current $888.
Correct.
That's how often?
That's a high one.
Okay, that's how often?
Bi-weekly.
Another one is
Okay.
I make
that's
about
less
the
than
same, Your Honor.
$500 a week you're bringing home.
Right. I got to keep a roof over all my children's heads, food in the mouth,
And I
and
understand
I got
that.
tons of extra money for $1,000 worth of braces.
And I do, because I make the same amount as you do, just about. Bill is not my
well,
sugar
you know, I
daddy.
don't- if you
we
make
live
the same
together.
amount-
We both have jobs and go to work every day.
If she
Maybe
makes
your
the same
wife
that
should
I
get a
do,
job and do the same.
How does she afford to go to vacation?
I had a job. I was just recently let go.
You have a job?
I worked part-time. He would get home from work and I would go straight to work, but they recently let go of all their part-time employees.
So you might have to get another job, sir.
And
I'm talking to him.
I'm sorry.
A lot of people work 2 jobs.
Yes.
A lot of people, women
Yes.
work 2 jobs.
I work 2
and
jobs.
raise children by themselves. I know of thousands of women.
I
if
like to
not
spend
hundreds
time
of
with my
thousands of
children as
women.
well.
Pardon?
I like to spend time with my children.
Well, you got to be able to spend money on your children.
Well, I do.
Then you can spend time. It's hard to play on an empty stomach. So it's not going to be quality time. It's going to be hungry time. $1,307 is your judgment. His only defense is that he misunderstood. I'll give you the benefit of saying your defense is you misunderstood the clause which orders you to pay half. It does say, and the parties shall equally divide any uncovered, comma, extraordinary medical expenses of the children. That comma means both. All right. Good luck to you, and good luck to your children, and get you another job. It sounds like things will be a lot better on everyone. Have a good day.